Hello, my name is Mike Ward. I'm the head of content at Informa Pharma Intelligence. We're here in Vienna at the BioEurope Spring meeting, where many of the stakeholders in the sort of the biopharmaceutical industry get together to talk about industry trends, discuss what's hot, and also look for opportunities for investment and partnering. I'm pleased to be joined by Werner Lanthaler, who's the CEO of Evotec and, dare I say, a veteran of the industry. And also, this is, Vienna's your home city, so thank you for hosting us. Werner, you've been sort of in the industry for a few decades now, and it seems that we've probably not been in such an interesting time. A lot seems to be happening. So, first, I'd just like to ask you, from the CEO hot seat, how do you sort of see the landscape at the moment?
So, first of all, I think it is a time where more success is happening than we have seen for a very long time. You see this by the approval rates, you see this also by the innovation that is ongoing, and I think it is a time where we can all be very optimistic that with a more demanding patient population out there and a better technology environment, that things will come together and be more productive in the future than they have been in the past. So I think that's really something where many people today say it will be a very good next decade to come. And yes, I'm in this for 2 decades, but I'm really thinking the next decade will be the best one.
Yeah. And and we look at, say, for example, the reasons for success. What are people doing right, and how could we sort of tweak that to even get better improvements?
I think if you look at our industry, many things that we have done in the past were trial and error, and very often it was not educated trials and errors. Yeah. I think we're now coming to a phase in the industry where many of the translational work, meaning from preclinical work into humans, will be much better educated clinical trial setups than we have seen it in the past. So think about, for example, biomarkers. Yeah? Now, once you can stratify down a patient population with a clear biomarker, the probability of success to help this patient will go up 3-fold. Yeah? So biomarker will be a major topic to revolutionize the oncology world and make this a more precise, a more predictive, and also a more sustainable help for patients. That's just one trend out there.
So there's sort of more emphasis that where you have sort of an interesting scientific finding, there's now a little bit more focus on, is this likely to deliver a real clinical outcome for patients?
I think the whole idea of that there is a broad blockbuster that will help the whole world, that's over. Yeah? And I think it's also important to bury certain trend. Yeah? That this whole idea of large blockbusters is over. What we will see is what has been around as a buzzword as precision medicine for a long time. What you will see is individualized therapies, and you have to see that these individualized therapies will only be out there if they come at cost efficiencies that make these drugs affordable. Yeah? And that's why I'm so optimistic that both pressures will come together and will transform this industry into a more efficient place than it has ever been before. And technology allows us to go there.
And technology being also looking at sort of the way that we're able to handle data, because of course we've got lots and lots of data. Human Genome Program, I guess, kind of kick-started that. We see an awful lot of talk, and even at a meeting like this, there are a lot of companies who are now describing themselves as AI companies, or at least adopting AI technology. From where you're sitting, how much of that is still really more hype and hope, or do you actually sort of think that there is a real potential for it being transformational?
I think the key is, how do you make data to knowledge? And how do you then, with knowledge, make products? Yeah. And as you are mentioning in AI, I think it's real, that there is a new toolbox that has come together where processing data and predicting data with AI as a tool, yeah, is opening many paths that have been closed before, is opening many doors that have been closed before. So yes, I'm a firm believer that AI will change the way we work. For example, in chemistry, predicting targets in chemistry, that's a very clear, tangible way of how we can apply AI. But we also have to be very cautious that AI in itself is not a product that helps a patient. AI is a tool, yeah, that helps us to get to more efficient paths to come to products, and that's how we have to look at it. And that's also why Evotec is very engaged in this, by the way.
So, so talking about Evotec, as a company, you are very, very active in a lot of deal making. So you have lots and lots of partners in lots of areas. I'm just wondering, looking again at the trends and where we're bringing in things like, sort of technology, etc. How easy is it to get all those different groups almost speaking the same language?
We are completely focused as a company in early stage drug discovery and early stage drug development. If you are focused on a platform discipline, yeah, where we are, all of a sudden everything becomes very easy. Because when you go to Evotec, you exactly know that it is a drug discovery, drug development platform that allows you to translate targets more efficiently into the clinic. Yeah. We are not providing the clinical complexity. We are not helping on the pricing complexities of all of that. So that's why it is possible for us as a company to have one part of the value chain completely focused, and that's what we're offering to many parties out there, which historically have been the platforms of pharma internally. We have taken to a quality level where we have the learning curve of many partners, and we are offering this not only to one partner, but we are offering it to many partners. So it's a bit the shared economy principle in biopharma, what we're doing, and it shows us in many other industries as well that it's just leading to a higher degree of cost efficiency, and that's what it's all about.
Good. So Werner, as always, it's a pleasure bumping into you.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
All the best. Bye-bye. Cheers.